السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي كان موجودا قبل حدوث الأشياء ويبقى بعد فناء الأشياء. تفرد بالأولية والقدم ووسم كل شيء ما عداه بالفناء والعدم. كما قال عز شأنه: كل شيء هالك إلا وجهه وكل نفس ذائقة الموت. وقال: كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام. والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنام سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين، واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فقد قال الله في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يحسبهم الجاهل أغنياء من التعفف تعرفهم بسيماهم لا يسألون الناس إلحافا. الصلوات.
اللهم صل على محمد.
So as you know that we are talking on various topics that have been covered in Dua Makarim al-Akhlaq taught by Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam. And we are discussing a passage in which Imam has described muttaqeen, who are the pious and muttaqi people, and he is describing the salihin, the righteous people, pious and righteous, who are they. And then he asks Allah few attributes and few qualities to grant him and to make it part of his nature. This is in form of dua and supplication. So he asks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to, of course he is teaching us that when we ask Allah, we should ask that, oh Allah, give us the ability to be able to spread goodness and spread the justice, and to control our anger and not to cause any conflict where we live, and be nice and be all those, until we reached last week and the week before on two sentences and two actually qualities. وَالسِّبْقِ إِلَى الْفَضِيلَةِ. Let me do as quick as possible to do the good that I can. Doing goodness, being nice, being generous. Then وَإِيثَارِ التَّفَضُّلِ. Not only, see the sequence, three sentences, if you reflect on them, it's so amazing. First he said, وَالسِّبْقِ إِلَى الْفَضِيلَةِ. Oh Allah, give me tawfiq to hasten to good, to do good. Anything good, let me do it quick, without any delay. Let me help people. Be kind and nice with others. Like, for example, giving charity. Let me give the sadaqah as soon as possible, not to delay in helping needy people. This is one, and we discussed that. The next sentence was وَإِيثَارُ التَّفَضُّلِ. So once you help a person, you're helping, but this is just a help, not a sacrifice. You are not giving anything that you actually need. You're giving somebody something that he needs, but it's not going to affect your life. You are fine, right? You're just sharing something with someone that is not going to affect you or your life. So you are not in the need of something that you are sharing. This is first step of generosity. The next step is what? إِيثَارُ التَّفَضُّلِ. Let me be generous to the extent that I sacrifice my needs to fulfill the needs of other people, to prefer others' needs over my needs. This is hard, but this is what Imam is asking. So you see somebody needs something that you have it, but either you give him, because you also need the same thing, either you give him or you keep it. So what you will do? Give him. and you may remain deprived of that thing and your need is not fulfilled, but the other person's need is fulfilled because of your help. This is called sacrifice, because you're sacrificing your need over his need. This high level of generosity. And very few people really, you find them on this level of generosity. As I said, people give, yes, they do give, but they give the things that they don't need. And Quran says, لَن تَنَالُوا الْبِرَّ حَتَّى تُنْفِقُوا مِمَّا تُحِبُّونَ. You will never be able to achieve the birr, which is goodness, real, truly goodness, and righteousness, unless you give out of what you love and you need. So don't give in charity things that now you don't need them anymore. No, give the things that you need. We discussed that, right? So these are two levels. One, regular generosity, mashallah. If you are a millionaire, if you have a house of $1 million, right, and if you are giving $1,000 as a charity anywhere, to a school, to a center, to a masjid, to Imam Bargah, you're doing good. May Allah reward you for that. But this is not something that you can be proud of, or you can even mention it, or even you can even think about it. I did something. Yes, this $1,000 somebody is giving who really needs this $1,000 to pay his mortgage. He will remain behind if he is paying this $1,000. He might remain hungry for a few days if he's paying this $1,000. For him, $1,000 is a big deal. This person, if he is giving $1,000, yes, he is a generous person. He's really generous. Now there is a third step. We have to move quick in our discussion. Otherwise, there are so many things that we can include in our discussion. But here, wal-ifdal, this is the third one. And this is what we are talking today about. Wal-ifdal ala ghayr al-mustahiq. Giving to a person who does not deserve it. This is now even higher level. First, you are giving in charity things that you don't need. You giving them is okay, it is good, it's better than not giving, it is better than wasting them and not giving the charity. It's good. You are generous, mashallah, but you are on high level of generosity if you're giving something that you need. It is called ithar. You're sacrificing. This is higher. But you're giving to somebody who really deserves that. Now, even higher than this. وَالْإِفْضَالْ عَلَى غَيْرِ الْمُسْتَحِقِ. So you're giving in the second level, you're giving to the person who deserves. You're sacrificing for someone who really deserves that need, that help. Now I'm saying, Ya Allah, make me such a generous person that I should start giving even to the people who don't deserve it. See, brothers and sisters, this is by itself is a very vast topic. It has so many details in it about istihqaq, mustahiq. Quran is amazing, really amazing. Islam is amazing. We should be proud of it always and thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala this great bounty of Islam. See, giving in Quran is mentioned even more than salat. Can you imagine that? In details, highly emphasized. Infaq means to spend in the way of Allah. Zakat, to give khums, to help needy people. How much emphasized? Show me one single ayat in the whole Quran in which Quran talks to the needy people and asks them to go and take this help. Show me anywhere. Go and seek help from rich people. Rich, spend in the way of Allah. I gave you mimma razaqnakum. It's not your money. It's not your money. Don't show your favor. وَأَنْفِقُوا مِمَّا رَزَقْنَاكُمْ. Spend out of what we have given you. It is our money. Don't give me the whole thing. No, little from that. Just from the saving, not from whatever you earn. No, from the saving. Not the whole thing from your saving. Not even 50%. No, 20%. Give me little bit. مِمَّا رَزَقْنَاكُمْ, what I gave you. Okay, so this much emphasis on giving and helping people. But in the whole Quran, it never says that all people who are really, you are needy people, go to the rich people and ask your right. This is your right to go and ask them. I will tell them to give you and you go and take from them. No single ayat in Quran which says take. No order for taking. All orders for giving. So Islam wants a society of givers, not takers. Give. Okay, when you give to whom? To anybody? The person who you want to give, now, yes, there is a list of people who deserve your help. Masakin, Fuqara, Aitam, right? Needy people. وَيُطْعِمُونَ الطَّعَامَ عَلَى حُبِّ مِسْكِينًا وَيَتِيمًا وَأَسِيرًا. Yeah, there is a list of people who deserve your help. But those who deserve the help, Allah did not ask them to go and ask their right from aghniya, from the rich people. No, in the whole Quran. Why? Allah does not want you to go and ask. Allah wants the rich person who has the money, who Allah gave him the money, it is his responsibility to go and make the money reach to the deserving person. So how many ahadith we have that a faqir, if he comes to you, it is a rahmat of Allah. Don't drive him away. You're driving rahmat of God away. He is coming. In one place, Imam says that when I give a faqir, I'm so thankful to him. Why? Because he is taking my baggage from here to the day of judgment. He is going to go and return this, what he's taking from me, in a huge amount. How? Of course, Allah is going to give it me back. But I'm not holding it by myself. He is holding my baggage. So when faqir comes to you, it is rahmat of Khuda is coming. See, Imam Zain al-Abidin alayhi salam would kiss that money that he is giving to faqir before he placing in his hand. Somebody asked him, why are you doing this? He said, because Allah says in Quran, وَيَأْخُذُ الصَّدَقَاتِ. Allah takes the sadaqat. This sadaqah is not going in the hand of faqir and needy person, it is going in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is taking this sadaqah. Okay? So it means the person who you are giving, he should be mustahiq. Yes. If he deserves, you go. It is your responsibility. Your responsibility does not stop only in taking your money out for khums, for zakat, for anything. No. It is your responsibility to take it to the mustahiq. Yes, you can trust somebody, but should be trustworthy. Trust someone, you give him and say, brother, take this money and make it reach to someone who deserves. And you trust him, now it is good, no problem. But you made sure that the money is reaching to mustahiq. It is not mustahiq's, it is not faqir's responsibility to come to you to take his money. It is your responsibility to take this money out and make it reach to mustahiq. And that's why we have a hadith that when Imam Zaman Ajarallah Ta'ala Faraju Sharif will come, insha'Allah, since there will be no illiteracy, there will be no poverty, and Imam will make everyone rich, Imam will make everyone knowledgeable. So the people who are giving zakat, they will take the zakat and ask, where should I spend this zakat? Who should I give this zakat? So mustahiq, you make it to reach mustahiq. This is one. This is wajibat. There are rules and laws about it. But sometimes you are spending in general sense without looking to a mustahiq. That is highest level of generosity. You're spending. Sometimes you know that he does not deserve. He is coming to you, he's asking you for help, and you know that he does not deserve. What should you do? Should not give him? This is very delicate issue here. If you know that he is going to spend this money in the wrong way, of course you should not give him. Why? Because you are helping him in doing something wrong. Or staying just being habitual of receiving help and not doing something. As I said, Islam says give. Islam never says take, receive. No word receive. No, give. So Islam wants you to be giver, helper. But somebody, you know that he does not deserve. Now what? So you have two choices. First, even if he does not deserve, he does not just deserve because he came to me and he has money, still he is asking money, only this issue, or my help is going to harm his life, maybe ruin his life more. Now it is your decision. If you see, no, it is just, I know a person, he just want to hide his situation, he is coming and I know he has money or he is not faqir, only this, give him. Even if he is not faqir, give him. If it is not affecting him negatively. To make it more clear, let me read this ayat from Quran. So beautiful. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. This Quran, brothers and sisters. Surah Baqarah, ayat number 273. Read the ayat before, read it please. This is a homework. Tonight, tomorrow, you have the whole week to read. The ayat before it, ayat after it. All about giving, all about infaq, all about spending in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Amazing ayat and beautiful ayat. Every ayat deserves to really be read and to be discussed in details. In this ayat particularly, in the beginning and the end, Allah is praising the people who spend in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then he reaches to this sentence. This is what I want to refer to. It says, يَحْسَبُهُمُ الْجَاهِلُ أَغْنِيَاءَ مِنَ التَّعَفُّفِ. This is a very tricky issue. How do you know that somebody is mustahiq or not mustahiq? This is very hard and delicate issue. The people who take this responsibility, like the centers or the organizations who receive money from people to help people, this is very delicate. I think the most delicate responsibility they take on their shoulder. Now Quran says that there are some mustahiq, deserving people. They are faqir. They are poor and faqir people. But the people who give zakat, they don't give them. They don't help them. They don't receive any help. They deserve help, but they don't receive any help. Why? يَحْسَبُهُمُ الْجَاهِلُ أَغْنِيَاءَ. The ignorant, the reason is that the ignorant thinks that they are needless or they are rich. مِنَ التَّعَفُّفِ, because of their modesty. They don't ask people. They are modest people. They keep the dignity and they feel it is against the dignity to ask people for help. They don't ask. When they don't ask, this not asking lets people who are jahil, Quran is calling them jahil, ignorant people, think that they don't deserve while they really deserve. See, ta'rifuhum bisimahum. What can somebody do then? It's very hard. If I don't know that really whether he deserves or he does not deserve. He is faqir, but I'm thinking that he is not faqir because he's not asking. Do you know in your society how many people are like this? That is why it is wajib on you, on the community, on the alim of the community, on the trustees of any center, that they should take care of all people and check in what situation who is living his life. It should not be careless. The center is not just for salat. Yeah, it is for salat, but not just only for salat. The center should take care of all aspects of your social life. Yes, this is the responsibility of the center and of the leadership and the volunteers who are working for the community. But the problem with them is that if they don't know if you don't know each other, if you don't have close relationship, how do you know that you need some help? Because you are not going to say it. Then what will happen? يَحْسَبُهُمُ الْجَاهِلُ. Quran is going to call me jahil. You call me alim, Quran will call me jahil. For what? Because I don't know the person whether really he deserves a help or he does not deserve the help. Why? Because of lack of communication, lack of information, lack of relationship, whatever. Islam wants us to be so close to each other that we should know the needs of each other. We should know that who needs what. And before he asks, we should go and fulfill the need before asking. Need before asking. Why should wait for somebody to come and ask you. Don't you know that somebody really needs some help? You can go and ask him, brother, do you need any help? Can I help you in this? I know, for example, you have, let's say, a marriage of your daughter, for example. You have this traveling, you have this coming, you are going to buy a house, or you need a house, something like that. Do you need any help in there? Can I help you in that? Why he should come and ask you for help? Islam never said that you go and ask. No. Islam told us to go and ask them whether they want any help. يَحْسَبُهُمُ الْجَاهِلُ أَغْنِيَاءَ مِنَ التَّعَفُّفِ. Now, see the balance of Quran. How beautiful is that? Now you say, Ya Allah, you created us jahil. What we can do? We don't have ilmul ghaib. When we don't know, how can we really help someone who deserves? Quran says, تَعْرِفُهُمْ بِسِيمَاهُمْ. Don't make excuses. This is excuse. You can tell from their appearance. From their appearance. It is known from your living status. Don't just be proud of your status. People have divided the community into classes. Astaghfirullah Rabbi wa atubu ilayh. Classes, the upper class, medium class, lower class. What? Where did you get these classes? Islam is one. Everybody is equal in the eyes of Allah, and maybe the person who you considering him among lower class, he may be in upper class in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How do you know that? So what you do? تعرفهم بسيماهم. Don't make excuse that I don't know. You can see somebody's car, you can tell. Somebody's house, you might say. Somebody's situation, his face will tell you. Sima means his face will tell you he needs something, but he's not saying it. Allahu Akbar. In this situation, which is very delicate, Imam al-Abidin is teaching us to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya Allah, make me able to help the person who is not deserving. Right? You say, no, he does not deserve. Does not deserve. Maybe he is among those people that Allah is saying, يَحْسَبُهُمُ الْجَاهِلُ أَغْنِيَاءَ, ignorant, consider him rich. Maybe he is from those people. He is not asking out of ta'affuf because of why? The modesty that he has inside. Help him. Help your brother and sister. You don't know what is the situation in your relatives. You don't know. If you don't know, this is another sin that you don't know about them. You should know. And when you know, don't let them ask. You go and help them out if you feel that they know. Without asking. I have so much to speak here. I have so many hadith here in front of me. As I say always, every topic that Imam has covered in this dua, makarimul akhlaq, is so amazing that we can keep talking and remaining within the topic for months. Tens of speeches are not enough to really explain just one topic that Imam is talking about. وَالْإِفْضَالِ عَلَى غَيْرِ الْمُسْتَحَقِ. Make me so generous that I should be able to even start giving the person that I think is not deserving. But simahum, Quran says, see the balance? Quran says no. From his face it shows that he is in trouble. You don't know your friends? You cannot tell that he is today, he's not feeling good. You cannot ask him. Have the bond, strong bonds, social, and your community should be so close that you should tell from the faces of your brothers and sisters what is going on with them. Don't let them ask. Let me finish on this. The time is over. How beautiful this religion is, brothers and sisters. This dua in Rajab, what you say when you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the dua of Rajab only? Ya man yu'ti man sa'ala. This is Allah's attribute. You praise Him by saying this, Oh Allah, give me. Oh Allah who gives the person who asks. Ya man yu'ti. Oh Allah who gives. Man sa'ala. Anybody who asks you, you give him. Ya man yu'ti man lam yas'alhu. Oh Allah, you are the one who gives the person who never asks you. Is Allah a giver only when somebody asks? No. If you try to take a list of bounties and favors that you received from Allah, you will find 99% of the favors you received without asking Him. Maybe 1% or less than 1% favors are the favors that you asked and He gave you. So He never let you ask, He keep giving you without asking. And تَخَلَّقُوا بِأَخْلَاقِ اللَّهِ. You have to be such that Allah's attribute should reflect in your akhlaq and in your behavior. The reflection of Allah's attributes should appear, should manifest in your behavior. Give without asking. Should be a giver without asking. يَا مَنْ يُعْطِي مَنْ لَمْ يَسْأَلْهُ وَمَنْ لَمْ يَعْرِفْهُ. Not only the person who does not ask you, give him, Ya Allah, even the person who does not know you, you still give him. يُطْعِمُونَ الطَّعَامَ عَلَى حُبِّهِ. 3 days, Ahlul Bayt kept giving their food, the whole thing that they had, everything. They gave, they left nothing for themselves for 3 days. They remained hungry and they were feeding the needy people for 3 days. None of them who were coming was a person that the Ahlul Bayt knew them. No, miskeenan. There was a miskeen, someone who said, I'm a miskeen. Okay, give him. We don't know him, but give him. I'm a yatim, give him. We don't know this yatim, but let's help him. Asir. So this is the attribute of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is what Imam is asking Allah in this beautiful sentence. This is now your homework to go and elaborate on this more and enjoy the dua of our Imam. وَالْإِفْضَالُ عَلَى غَيْرِ الْمُسْتَحَقِ. Ya Allah, make me generous to the level that I should even spend on those people who do not deserve. I think, let me end with this also. This is very important. People say, why you spend this much in tabarruk? These people don't deserve. They have a lot of food at home. You have no idea, among 200 people, if 2 people were really hungry and they were dependent on this tabarruk, you have no idea that you spend even you spend 2,000, it's worth it to give those 2 people with dignity. Sometimes you give them and they are embarrassed receiving your help. But now they are taking help because this rich person, the millionaire, is also taking the same thing that this poor person is taking. This is the barakah of Ahlul Bayt alayhimu salatu wassalam. And the blessing of Ahlul Bayt and Imam Hussein on this community, and the community who is receiving and the community who is giving, both are blessed by Ahlul Bayt and Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wassalam. So never talk about tabarruk of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. This tabarruk means barakah. This is really blessing. It is really barakah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep His blessings, continue His blessings on all of you, and keep the unity, and keep us really follow the teachings of Quran and Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam.